much. Well, there was certainly a whole lot on the table at tonight's Albuquerque City Council meeting, and a lot of people had something to say about one of the proposals in particular.
Definitely. That would be a potential new ordinance allowing police and other city departments to move people along who are hanging out or sleeping in front of vacant buildings downtown.
Our Monica Logronio spoke to some of those people who chimed in on that very idea. Monica, is this proposal getting support?
Well, Trevor, Tessa, most of the speakers at tonight's City Council meeting were against the proposal. And ultimately, in just the past few minutes, the council deferred the vote, meaning they'll bring it back next week. And again, in just the past few minutes, the council has been going back and forth, talking about amendments, talking about whether they should withdraw or continuance. So next time they bring it back, it will look different. Councilor, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my notes because, again, this happened just in a few minutes. Councilor Rogers suggested taking out language that people took issue with. Now, people said it would violate people's First Amendment rights and treat our homeless like trash. Now, again, the Baca's original proposal was deferred, but if it was approved originally, it would be prevent sleeping, sitting, fighting, or keeping your stuff on sidewalks downtown. That would not be allowed if it passed as originally proposed. Now, while this proposal includes 5 sections, the one most took issue with tonight was the no obstruction zone ordinance. During the meeting, Councilor Baca said it wouldn't impact people's right to protest, for example, and offered to work with the city's legal team to make that clearer. His idea is for Albuquerque's Community Safety Department, Metro Security, and APD to be able to kick people out of those no obstruction zones, fine them, or even make arrests if it gets to that level. Baca also said this wouldn't only impact the city's homeless, but people at tonight's meeting said they didn't see it that way.
There are constitutional concerns which could potentially open the city to costly litigation.
If you weren't aware, gentrification and beautification labeled as cleaning up our streets threatens the very lives of our unique communities. Increasing policing of the poorest.
I'm homeless and I love it and I chose it until it started becoming, all of a sudden I'm your enemy. Because everything that I just saw is based on buildings and cars. But why are you putting humans into the law?
But our Albuquerque downtown is not a private club. It's a public space and it belongs to all of us.
Now, another part of Councilor Baca's original proposal would target vacant buildings downtown. It would create an ordinance essentially to activate them. Owners of these vacant properties would have to pay new registration fees and face additional regulations and inspections. Baca said these empty buildings sometimes fuel the crime and other public safety concerns downtown. He says more than half of the properties in the area are empty. Now, we took a drive downtown earlier today and found about 44 vacant buildings. Some business owners spoke up tonight in favor of these ideas.
Downtown deserve to have the same kind of public safety expectations as any other neighborhood in town. And I really think this bill is on the right track of dealing with the vacant property problem.
On the obstruction zone piece, I'm all for it. We need change. I've lived downtown for almost 10 years. It's gotten worse.
It's dangerous downtown. In the last 3 weeks, there have been 6 murders within stumbling distance of my building.
City Council was supposed to get to some other big talkers tonight, like finalizing the sale of the Coronado Dog Park and possibly starting the discussion of updating the city's social media policy after posts on APD's X account sparked some controversy. But the meeting is still going on, so we'll have all those outcomes starting with our morning's newscast. And again, Baca's proposal from tonight was deferred to next week. Trevor, Tessa.